What happens if Link just never picks up a sword? Just a guy trying to survive in a world where stabbing things is apparently the only way to progress. Can he still be the hero of time, or is this little green dude doomed to a life of hacking and slashing? The rule is simple. If I pick up a sword, or if the game forces a sword into my inventory at any point, it's over. Instant disqualification. This hero stays swordless, or he doesn't stay a hero at all. So let's go game by game and find out how far I can get before Hyrule decides. Nope, you're holding a sword whether you like it or not. Alright, first up, the OG Zelda. We start near a cave with an old man who's really pushing me to take a sword. I say, no thanks, I like to solve my problems diplomatically. I then step outside and immediately get smacked to death by an Octo-Rock. Verdict? You can go nowhere without a weapon, unless your dream is to die on the first few scenes. Next. Yeah! Guys, I know there is a swordless run of this game where you can find the secret Moblin Cave and get rupees and buy bombs or the blue candles from the shop and so on. But for this video, I'm a casual scrub gamer playing the game. I'm sorry. Besides, that's supposed to be a secret to everybody. Okay, moving on, we have Zelda 2, The Adventure of Link. Well, this one's easy. Link starts the game already holding a sad excuse for a sword, meaning we lose immediately. Game over, no challenge, no fun. Moving on. Legend of Zelda, A Link to the Past. Starts with Link in bed, refusing the call to adventure. You wake up, your uncle's like, don't leave the house. And what do? Leave the house. At least here, you can walk around the overworld before heading to Hyrule Castle. You can explore a bit of the village, although many key locations won't be accessible yet. You can collect rupees, talk to NPCs, get rained on, throw bushes at your house, throw bushes at the guard, throw bushes at trees, throw bushes. You can sneak around the castle grounds like a child of misbehavior. But the game eventually forces you to enter Hyrule Castle, because Zelda isn't going to save herself. You see this mustache again, and the moment you find him, he forces you to take the sword. No takebacks, no, I'm good, thanks. Just immediate sword ownership. So yeah, we got to explore a bit, but pretty quick failure. At this point, it's looking rough. In Ocarina of Time, you start in this treehouse that in real life you remember vividly and have lucid dreams about. Heck yeah, now we're talking. You don't start with a sword. You can run around Kokiri Forest, enjoy nature, play some minigames. You can talk to NPCs. You can collect rupees and buy a Deku shield from the shop. You can reach the Lost Woods and get lost, but then reality sits in. Rude Peter Pan won't let you leave the forest until you grab a Kokiri sword, and the Deku tree entrance won't open without a sword, as you need it to cut the webs. So yep, sorry world, this hero is going back to bed. Save yourselves. So how far can you go? About 10 to 15 minutes? But hey, at least Link had some fun in the grass first. Majora's Mask. Now, here's where things get interesting. After getting jumped by this nightmarish creature and turned into a giant scary coconut boy, I find myself without a sword. Yes! Deku Link doesn't need a sword. I can actually make progress in this one. I'm going to omit this beginning part where you start as Link with a sword just because all you do is make a few jumps, then you're a swordless coconut boy. And in this Deku form, I can get masks, do some side quests, get some heart pieces, I can explore Clock Tower, collect rupees, talk to all the suspicious townfolk, play minigames, and I can find all the Bomber Club boys. I'll need to be a human to get the Bomber's notebook though, but the first 3 days don't require a weapon. But to progress the story, you need to eventually go fight Skull Kid, who stole your ocarina at the beginning. So after recovering the Ocarina of Time from Hyrule's problem child and playing the Song of Time, you go back to day 1. When you talk to the creepy masked salesman, he teaches you the Song of Healing. This song turns you back into normal Link, and then, without warning, the game just sneaks the Ocarina Sword into your inventory and onto your back. I didn't pick it up. I didn't even agree to it. It just slips into your pocket. It just shows up like junk mail I can't unsubscribe from. Thanks, Majora's Mask. Really helpful. However, before you turn back into Human Link, you can actually squeeze out a little more exploring if you get sneaky. If you head to East Clocktown, there's a glitch you can do to get past the guard and escape into Termina Field as a Deku scrub. This only gives you a little bit more freedom, but it's still something. You can make it all the way to the snowy mountains and immediately get stopped by giant snowballs because the game hates fun. You can visit Romani Ranch and even see Eponia. But since you're still a walking coconut, no one cares about what you have to say. You can reach the witches in the southern swamp too, but again, nobody takes you seriously as Deku Kid. The story won't progress unless you're regular Link, and when you become regular Link, you get his regular sword. Sad. You can get the furthest and have the most to do in this game by far than any of the others I've played so far. So that was honestly kind of fun.
Wind Waker, a vast ocean, a grand adventure, and a granny who wants me to
learn the way of the sword, and an old man who won't let me leave the island without learning how to stab things. These people, man. You can run around Outset Island, collect rupees, and even crawl under houses like a weird little goblin. You can throw rocks at people. You can throw pots at people. You can even throw pigs at people. But the moment you try to progress, Orca, the island's self-proclaimed swordmaster, refuses to let you move forward without a mandatory sword lesson. These mini-trees stand in the way of you and not owning a sword. So yeah, the dream ends before it begins. Think you'll go on a grand adventure? Nope, not without your sharp hero stick. Challenge over immediately. Twilight Princess actually lets you enjoy a peaceful farm life for a while. You can run around Ordon Village and help the villagers with tasks. You herd goats, you can fish, play with your birdie, play with your slingshot, and even do some light breaking and entering into people's homes. It's all very wholesome. Link's house is so cozy and cool. I mean, look at this. Except this dark, deep basement. Kinda creepy, Link. But yeah, wooded village vibes. Ooh, what's this my friend delivered to my house? It's, wooden sword. Darn. That still counts as a sword, I guess. The game has decided that it's time for me to embrace my fate. The kids demand a sword lesson, and once you take it, there's no going back. So, Link could have lived a peaceful life of goat herding and fishing, but nope. Destiny calls, and it demands sharp objects. Another early failure. Skyward Sword is not a promising title for my objective. This game lets you enjoy about 20 minutes of sword-free bliss. You can run around Skyloft, do some light errands like moving barrels, rescue this kitty, and pretend you're just an average guy with a cool bird. But the problem is, your bird is trapped in a cave, which is behind these wooden pegs. And we all know how that goes. You need to go to the sparring arena to get a sword to cut the pegs and advance the story. Oh yeah, the game is literally named after the thing we're avoiding. No escape. Pretty quick failure, unfortunately. Ladies and gentlemen, we have two winners. Unlike every other Zelda game where you're practically force-fed a sword, Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom let you ditch blades entirely. In Breath of the Wild, you can use bombs, bows, and just straight up run away. You don't ever have to grab the Master Sword. It's a bonus weapon and not tied to unlocking the final boss. Tears of the Kingdom takes it even further. Who needs swords when you can just glue random objects together and call it combat? You can drop boulders on enemies, attach rockets to shields, or build something so cursed that even Ganon would be confused. Both games let Link fully embrace the sword-free lifestyle, as long as you don't mind doing some unhinged engineering along the way, or just grab a stick and call it a day. The Master Sword? Optional. Swords in general? Also optional. For the main questline, these games get 100% sword-free approval. So how far can you get in these Zelda games without picking up a sword? The answer to most? Not very far, which wasn't too surprising. Link and his sword go together like PB&J since the dawn of the Zelda legacy. Most of them shut you down immediately. A few let you roam a little before crushing your hopes. But there are definitely some that you can 100% or get close to. But if there's one thing I've learned from this challenge, it's that Link really needs a backup plan. Maybe a sturdy frying pan or a really sharp stick. Thanks for watching. Please like this video, subscribe, and let me know what ridiculous challenge I should try next. Peace!